Well, hello everybody. These are my thoughts for the sixth Sunday of Easter. We're in that part of the church's year where we're coming up to Ascension Day. That's Thursday next week, and then there's 10 days until Pentecost. If we could, this is the time of the year when we'd be having our rogation service down at Goat Hill. So if you're missing that, I've made a virtual rogation walk for you to take part in. Just go and have a look on the church website for it. There's some lovely pictures of Goat Hill and also of the choir that came down last year. So do have a look at that and either follow the walk on your computer or take the words out with you and go and find various places. So the sixth Sunday of Easter, and we've got the second bit of St. John's Gospel, chapter 14. It's the bit where Jesus talks about sending the Holy Spirit, because he's preparing the disciples for what's going to come. He's promising them that he's not going to leave them orphaned. They must have been so much like feeling like children about to be left alone, and they needed that reassurance that an adult was still going to be around and still in charge. And it's really unsettling for them because they know that they are the future of the church, such as they are, and so are we, for that matter. We ask the same questions. What will it be like when we get back to normal? And what is normal? So Jesus is preparing this little group of people for what's to come. They're going to have to change, and they're going to have to change fast, neither by clinging on to some cherished memory of him, but by doing his works. He told them to love and to keep his commandments. Keep on loving. Keep on. Keep on. And after they'd done that, after they'd kept his commandments, he said that he would go to the Father, who would send them a helper, an advocate, the Holy Spirit. The trouble is we can't see the Holy Spirit. It's really difficult to draw, and I know that because I've spent some time this morning looking for pictures that maybe we could dwell on together in our worship on Sunday. I haven't found one that I like yet. In the same way that we can't see the Holy Spirit, we can't see love. We hear a lot of times when there's been something difficult or a tragedy, we hear people saying they're sending their thoughts and their prayers. It's almost a knee-jerk response now. It's just words. It's like, I have faith. It's just words. It doesn't communicate a great deal. We can't see love or thoughts, or the Holy Spirit for that matter, unless it's put into action. Of course, we're learning through this COVID crisis, when we're forced to self-distance, that what we take as important is invisible. All those invisible things, love, family, creativity. You can't see a thought or love. You can only see it through the way we live our life, our actions, our engagement with others, all those activities that we engage in. And just like it's hard for us to share faith when we rely on just words, there's something about actions that count. We can't see faith, only the outworkings of it. And we can't see the Holy Spirit, but you know the work of the Spirit. because we see the signs. Jesus said, "You will know the Spirit within you." Our whole lives are based on the fact that we know the Spirit is in us. You can't see it, it's invisible, but you know there with that deep sense of certainty that the Spirit is there. We just know. Our lives are based upon the presence of the divine within us. It's been there since we were baptized. We are not left orphaned. We are never alone. He is alongside us. Now, helper doesn't simply mean someone who comes to lend assistance. The Spirit comes to give people, God's people, strength and energy to do what they have to do, to live for God and to witness to His love for the world. To make that love visible, we have to be actively involved. We have to be actively involved to enable the Spirit to do its work. It just doesn't happen because we sit still. So whatever you are doing during this crisis to make God's love visible out in the world, keep doing it. Even if it seems very small. Love God. Keep His commandments. Have fun. And do all those little things well. Amen.